Take 47, shot 2.
Shot 2.
Sound and camera AB, rolling, action.
Yeah, wadau, welcome back to yet another episode of the Mula Conversation. I'm your host, Oscar, and today we are talking about economic justice. Normally we talk about conversations that deal with financial literacy, and today we are taking a different scope of economic justice, which delves into the distribution of resources, wealth, and opportunities to both genders, despite the age, despite the race, despite the background from which they come from. And today I have a guest with me in studio, whereby we shall be sharing opinions about the topic.
Thank you. I'm Jilom Omanyo. Briefly called Jil. I'm a locally, I'm a ground called Jil. And looking forward to share opinions on the topic to be discussed.
Yeah, so when we talk about economic justice, being in a third world country, by the third world countries tuko na a lot of problems, and among them is this backward thinking whereby women are marginalized in terms of distribution of job opportunities, whereby unapata wanapatiwa these entry level jobs kama, can I call them entry level jobs, kama nurses, receptionists, secretaries, walimu wa ECD, which is not right. It's not right. So what do you think about this issue, economic justice?
From the example, I like the example you've given, walimu wa ECD. But I think it all trickles down to what used to happen kitambo. We are trying to revolutionize our country and try to get rid of the norms that are not gender friendly to either genders, not only the females. And we are not yet there. We are heading there. And it is very unfortunate that we are not yet there because we still have females who are economically oppressed. Yeah, and it is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. And I remember you talked about, in a certain conversation, you talked about when you educate a woman, you educate the whole village.
Yeah.
Because come to think of it, most of the things that we know at the level that we are, since childhood, most of them tumefunzwa na our moms. For those of us who had literate moms, we can testify to this because our moms will teach us about homeworks, the basic ABC. Before even kids get into kindergartens, they kind of have some knowledge in amefunzwa na mama yake. So when you educate a woman, you've educated
a whole village.
A whole village.
Yeah. So talking about, I feel like what they actually meant by saying when you educate a woman, you educate a whole village. You see, a woman is tied as much as she'll get married and then go and make her own home. Yeah, she's still tied to her home. And then the whole village, you don't mean Kijiji, you mean the people inside there. Just as you said, the woman is the foundation of a child's character, discipline, and principles. You get. So the moment you have a literate woman, you see, another saying they say, a home cannot stand, if the woman, does not put in effort. They specifically say the woman. You see, that is where the village aspect comes in from. We can have a very focused man, hardworking, who is working so hard to keep familia yake intact na isimame. But the moment this man lands on a wife who is not up to the task, no matter how much effort that man is going to put, this home is still going to fall apart. Because I feel like as much as the man is the pillar, chini inakwanga chini ya nyumba ni lintel or something, the woman is the lintel. I think. I know, women empowerment.
Women empowerment.
Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah.
And what do you think happens when it comes to distribution of opportunities. For instance, we both apply for a job, like you as a lady and me as a man. What do you think the criteria that they use to select for these jobs? Is there some fairness to it, or is it just basically injustice?
I wouldn't categorize everyone in the category of carrying out injustice. There are people who like just consider qualifications and would actually hire a lady because she's qualified. But then again, there are other people who would consider the type of job, and then kama yeye anafeel kama this job would be better done by a man, then the lady is not going to get the opportunity. Especially in the industrial sectors like architecture, masonry. You see, they feel like those are tasks that only men can do, and yet ladies go to TVETs to do these things as a course. And some of them are really good at what they do. Yeah, so I wouldn't say ni kila mtu ana practice injustice, but there are people who are genuine. There are good men out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and about the same in terms of promotion, from mali wanapewa kazi, because most of the times when you walk into offices you'll see that women ndo wako kwa this front offices, and you're not going to see a man there.
Yeah.
It's kind of predictable. Ukiingia kwa ofisi, I'm expected to meet a lady there at the front desk. And it's kind of the same that ukienda kwa the manager's office,
you expect to see Mr.
You expect to see a Mr. So these are the kind of stuff that happens, which we are terming as economic injustice.
Yeah,
because it's not fair. You have to give them a chance.
Yeah.
Because I can sit at the front office and smile to people who are walking in there and welcome them as good as a lady can.
Oh my God, you're trying to say receptionist kazi yao ni kusmile.
I mean, you have to welcome me very well into the...
But then again, acha nitetea watu kidogo. I feel like not to operate to like look down upon ladies, but I feel like because ladies, you know, when you compare patience, yeah, a lady and a man, a lady is quite patient. Like as a receptionist, you inataka a lot of patience. It needs someone who is tender, you see, someone who is motherly, you get. So I've never walked somewhere and seen a man who's a receptionist, come to think of it.
Yeah, I've seen one somewhere in Nairobi.
Oh, well, that is nice.
Yeah, I saw one. And these are economic injustices. It kind of affects the whole society. If a lady lacks an opportunity, and it kind of a belief that people hold that women don't deserve these positions out there, and you find that now that we are empowering women, and you see that somebody has gone to school, you've gone to primary school, you've passed, you've gone to secondary school, you've passed, you've gone to the university and you've qualified, you have a degree, but then you apply for a position, and then the person who's supposed to be giving you this job opportunity is having these weird demands, and some of them are sexual, which is bad. Yeah,
that's really bad.
Yeah, so it's best if you look about if you look at the qualifications that the lady has. And policies, we can say that policies, because the policies that our politicians sell out there is that they need to empower the woman and the child. Are women really that down on our country? They say empower akina mama na watoto. Yeah,
they don't talk about men.
They don't talk about men.
Personally, I feel like they don't talk about men because Oscar, for how long have men been empowered? For the ages of mababu zetu, you still want them to keep on saying, ati wanaume, let's empower our men, let's empower our husband. That is, ilianza kitambo mpaka imefika point yenye it is automatic. Imekuwa normal. Because empowering a man is something very normal, but program ya empower a woman is seen as something very grand, you see, because it is something that has not been there from kitambo. I feel like men should just embrace it, yeah, and not take it as become the opposing competition. Ama women are trying to take over the world. That's not the case. They just want to be at par, yeah, with how the centuries are evolving. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Yeah, and most of us have sisters, we have moms, we're going to have girlfriends and wives. So when you become intimidated by a woman's success, that's some very backward thinking, because
True.
imagine if it was your sister. Your sister is a manager somewhere. It feels good. She can pull strings. My sister is a manager. My wife is a CEO.
I know.
Yeah, pull strings. So, and there's this campaign about kusafisha rada as men. And this, as much as it comes to the angle of femicide and about this violence in relationships, it also applies to economic, the economic field. So ukiona bro hataki kushare resources equally, ama na oppress the lady juu ya ako mahali up financially, safisha rada. Tell the guy this is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you can sign off by giving us a POV of the same.
My POV as a lady, I feel like if you want to get a solution to this issue of women being looked down upon economically, to be specific, we have to start with men embracing it. You see, the moment they embrace it and they also see the importance of actually doing this, incidences come as men wanting sexual favors for a lady ndio akwe promoted ama ndio apate kazi, they're not going to be there. Yeah, let's just embrace each other. Yeah, empowering a woman does not mean she is posing a threat towards the man.
True.
It means we want to move forward as a team, because we are supposed to be a team. Yeah, so I feel like if that happens, they're going to move very forward. Cases of discrimination of women economically, or you're complaining to the human resource manager that a woman is being paid more wages than you. Yeah, she deserves it. You see, you're not supposed to. Gender does not determine such things. Yeah. So guys, all of us should embrace woman empowerment, and women, as you're being empowered, yeah, also take that thing seriously. Like, take it to heart, put all your effort in it, yeah, so that the empowerment pays in to drain. Yeah. Strive to want to enjoy what you have actually worked hard for, yeah, and it is your sweat. Yeah, tujaribu pia sisi kukula jasho yetu kama wanaume.
Yeah, and like they said, if you go alone, you go far. But if you go as a group, you'll go further. So imagine the things that you've been doing by yourself as a man. If a woman is there helping you and you've empowered her as your sister, as your girlfriend, as your friend, or as your wife. These are the things that we are advocating for. And this brings us to the end of our conversation today. Remember to follow us on all platforms. I shall drop the links down there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Yeah.